Welcome to A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson, where we highlight, celebrate, and recognize students from all over the country who are doing great things in the classroom, community, and athletics. Every student deserves an opportunity for hope and a future. So let's celebrate our students, the next generation of teachers, engineers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. Join us on another incredible segment of A Better Chance for Youth show with your host, Monique Robinson.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of A Better Chance for You TV show hosted by me, Monique Robinson. Today, I met one of the most amazing singers in high school. As you know, I have no fear of reaching out to people if I think their story is amazing. So, I have a very special guest this morning, coming all the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I know I get around. All the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's welcome Miss Jalen to our show. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming to visit us today on A Better Chance for Youth television show. So, Jalen, I've already bragged about you. I've told the people you are all the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh, my God. I don't even think I've ever been there. I know people there, but I don't think I've ever been there. So, Jalen, tell us about yourself. Like, what grade are you in? What are your interests? And what is your high school?
I go to Booker T. Washington High School. I also attend Tulsa Technology Center, the sports med and therapy profession. And I'm also a part of the orchestra for Systema Tulsa.
Oh, wow. So you're a musician too amongst all these other amazing talents?
Yeah, I do a lot of everything.
Oh, my goodness. So I know I probably shouldn't ask this. I mean, I was a musician. I played the flute. I think I was first chair probably like 2 or 3 times. And then it was just like, you know what? I'm tired of challenges. What chair do you sit?
I sit in the first chair.
Like, what else would I expect from you? Like, you are on it. That's an accomplishment. So how long have you been playing?
I started when I was in the 4th grade, all the way up into the 8th grade. Then I kind of took a break, and I just started back playing now. So,
oh wow! Do you know that instrument can be your key to a scholarship if you play your cards right?
Yeah.
So, Jalen, I know that is not why you are on the show today, but I do like to break the ice. So, Jalen is here because she wrote a book about a subject that is dear to my heart. And I believe she is a very strong young person to take a stand to talk about such an issue as this. Jalen, can you tell us about it?
Well, this is the book. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's about a little Black girl that goes to like a predominantly white school. And she's just having problem with her self-image and, loving herself because, there's really no one at her school that she can relate to or that, looks like her. So she's just having problems with, the bullying and the kids talking about her hair and, just things like that.
Oh, wow. So you wrote a book to address some of the bullying issues that are going on at your school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. What made you just buckle down and say, I want to write down all these feelings? Like, for a young person to want to change and make a stand like that.
Yeah.
What made that happen?
Well, for the longest, it impacted me like as a person. But then as I got older, I was like, hey, like I want to write a story about myself and I want it to be like encouraging and, like inspiring to other people who may be going through the same thing. So I just decided to like write a book about it. And then for the longest, I kind of like kept it in my journal. I was like, should I publish it? Should I not? And then I talked to my mom about it. She was like, I think you should go ahead and publish it. So I decided to publish this book. And so, yeah, now it's reached a bunch of people.
That is truly, truly awesome. As I did before we went air today, I am counting down to retirement. I know I shouldn't like be that excited about that, but I am counting down to retirement. And I can honestly say that out of all the school issues, a lot of them stem from bullying. And you did say you wrote the story because it was something that you faced
Mhm.
personally. And if I'm digging too deep, tell me, hey, Ms. Mo, that's too much right now. What made you like? Do you still see the faces of the people who were bullying you?
No, because it was in elementary school. So once I got to like middle school, high school, I never really seen them anymore. So
Thank God. That's good. So and then also, did you use the actual characters' names, or you just made some make believe characters to protect the scholars that were doing things?
well, the book, I only used two names, and that was Erica, that's the main character, which is me. And then I had like a friend, his name was Brian. He was this boy, he had blonde hair, we became friends. So that's part of the story. So I didn't really use, other people's names. I just had the characters in there.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So your book is pretty much about friendship and how to tackle bullying without being like a victim or something.
Yeah, it was more so about how the main character was bullied, and she was kind of like a loner all by herself, and then she met this friend Brian that kind of came into her life and was like encouraging her to be herself and stand out and be okay with that. So that's kind of more so what it was about.
Well, that is truly, truly amazing to me. We are going to take a very, very quick commercial break. And then when we come back, I want you to tell me how life has changed after getting your feelings out on paper or in a book. So
Okay.
right after this commercial, we'll come back with Jalen, our superstar senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and she will tell us how the book has changed her life.
Looking for fun, laughter, and the best show on television that supports historically black colleges and universities? Well, look no further. The HBCU Alumni House Party has got you covered. Hosted by none other than Anthony Brown. The HBCU Alumni House Party uplifts, talks about, and reports all things HBCU. Great guests, great subject matter, and lots of fun. You can find the HBCU Alumni House Party on the Daily Gospel Network at 6:30 p.m. on Sundays, the Daily Gospel Network International Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and the Daily Gospel Network Plus at 4:30 p.m. on Thursdays, all on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.
Looking for inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ? Look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Tune in to A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show dedicated to highlighting incredible students on their quest to change the world. Join us every week as we uplift the youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. Catch A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network.
Awesome. Awesome. Welcome back. I'm here with Miss Jalen, my superstar singer from Tulsa, Oklahoma, who I've learned now is a musician. I thought she was just an author. So Jalen has a whole bunch of excitement within her. So Jalen, are you ready to answer that question?
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
Okay. So once I published the book, it I did like the pre-sales and everything like that. I got so much support. Everyone was reposting my flyer and everything like that. And I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, like who would think like this book would like reach so many people? I would get so much support and from my family and people out of state and their friends and family. And then when I posted that TikTok, it like instantly blew up. I was like, oh my goodness. I seen 30,000 views. I was like, ooh, I never got this before. And so once I posted that TikTok, I had so many people like contacting me about the book. And I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm just excited. That's the main thing. I was just excited that a lot of people were supporting me, buying my book, talking about it. And yeah, so it just made me feel good.
That is truly, truly awesome. I know I was one of the people in your inbox like, oh my God, this is amazing. A scholar writing a book about bullying.
Mhm.
You don't know how many lives that will impact.
Mhm.
One thing I do know from being an educator is we can't be everywhere.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, that's true. We can't be everywhere. So how did the teachers react to your bullying incidents?
Well, I mean, I was kind of like too scared to ever like go to the teachers and talk about it with anybody. So I kind of just kept it to myself, to be honest. I never really, said anything.
Oh wow! So the book is your was your voice, is when you just was like, look, enough is enough. I'm going to speak at it and get it out of my system.
Yeah, and that's the main reason why I wanted to make it a children's book because I was like to target like, the kid audience. It's important for them to, have a book like this and if they're going through the same thing at that early age, they have something they can, be like, hey, this pertains to my situation, So
Mhm.
that's why I mean it's for everyone, but mainly I think it's important for kids to read the book.
I cannot agree with you more about that. So, Jalen, do your parents assist with any of this? Because you have a heavy load.
Yeah, they support me a lot. Like my mom, she helps me ship out the books that I do. She's helped me throughout a lot. My family has too. They've supported me. They've shared my book. My dad, he's on Facebook. He like, buy my daughter's book. Bye. He like sharing it. So yeah, I have a lot of support. I do have a lot on my plate because I am a senior, but I just find time. I just have to like prioritize. So like one day I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my schoolwork done. Next day I'm gonna ship some books out. So it just takes time management.
Wow, and that is an important skill that you will utilize when you go to college. Very, very necessary. So you said you're a senior, and
Mhm.
what you did mention, I believe, is that are you doing dual credits right now? Because that's what it sounds like.
No, I decided not to do that. I'm just do TCC. It's a community college. Once I graduate, and then after I do my 2 years at that, I want to transfer to a university.
Awesome. And so you're going to pursue the health field.
Mm-hmm.
So what is like your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal is to get my doctorates in
Okay.
occupational therapy. So
Wow.
you can call me Dr. Halpine.
Definitely will. And I will hold you accountable to them. Like, hey, you get there yet? You finished. That is exciting. So are you counting down to graduation?
Yes,
The
I'm ready.
senioritis kick in yet?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, all I can say is pray and be persistent. pray, persistent, and positive all at the same time. And it'll be over before you know. When is graduation day?
May 20th.
Oh Lord, time is moving.
It's going fast.
Time is extremely moving. So, every time we go to a commercial break, I give you something to think about. So, my question for you, even though you have the book that probably explained everything, is what would you tell an elementary scholar or anybody that is dealing with a bullying situation? And when we come back from commercial, I want you to be able to tell us that. We'll be back in a minute. I'm here with Jalen, our superstar senior that is going to be a doctor one day, and I'm going to hold her to it.
Looking for fun, laughter, and the best show on television that supports historically black colleges and universities? Well, look no further. The HBCU Alumni House Party has got you covered. Hosted by none other than Anthony Brown. The HBCU Alumni House Party uplifts, talks about, and reports all things HBCU. Great guests, great subject matter, and lots of fun. You can find the HBCU Alumni House Party on the Daily Gospel Network at 6:30 p.m. on Sundays, the Daily Gospel Network International Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and the Daily Gospel Network Plus at 4:30 p.m. on Thursdays, all on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.
Looking for inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ? Look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Tune in to A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show dedicated to highlighting incredible students on their quest to change the world. Join us every week as we uplift the youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. Catch A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network.
And we are back. I told you it was going to be a short commercial break. That time I was telling the truth. So, Jalen, are you ready with the question I proposed?
Yes.
Awesome
So,
stuff.
I think the main thing that I would tell people if they're, going through, bullying and stuff like that, I know that is hard, and, being bullied, you start to believe these things that people are saying about you and things like that. But I just think that it's important to, one, know yourself, know that, hey, I love myself. I don't care what anyone else has to say about me, what they think about me. I think it's just important to, love yourself no matter what anybody thinks. And I just think that's the main thing. Just embrace who you are and don't worry about what this person's saying about you, what this person did, all that. So I think that's the main thing.
Awesome sauce. I truly love what you said. Embrace and love yourself. And do you think that a lot of people your age have a problem with that?
I think so. I think self-image issues are definitely like a big thing that happen because not a lot of people know their self and are comfortable because maybe like a lot of people talk about them or say things about them. So they start to create this image in their head like, hey, maybe I am what they're saying about me. But I think specifically for me, I've just learned to, know myself more, love myself more. So I feel like once you know yourself, you love yourself, you don't care about what anybody says about you. So I just think it's important to know yourself.
Wow. What do you think about knowing your self-worth? What's your views on that one?
I feel like it doesn't come overnight. It definitely doesn't, like, you can't go to sleep and be like, hey, I know myself. So it's not just an overnight thing. I feel like it's a process. I just feel like over time, as you get older or the more things that you go through, you start to, know your self-worth more, for example, like going through bullying situations like that, the more like things happen like that, you start to reflect and you're like, okay, well, what they're saying isn't true, like I'm just gonna ignore what they saying. I love myself. So
Awesome, awesome. So giving yourself positive affirmations daily is what helped you through your storm.
yeah, definitely. Like saying to myself, like, hey, I love myself. You are loved, you are worth it. Those affirmations, they really work.
They do. They do. And honestly, what made your story really resonate for me is I faced a different type of bullying, probably like in my younger years, and it made me turn into a bully, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. And it really wasn't nice. Wasn't nice the things that I've done, but as an adult, I was able to make it right with the person who I had affected. So
Mhm.
I love it. Like any way that we can support you. Like if somebody wants to get your book, where can they find the information?
Well, it's on all my social media platforms. So my Facebook page, Jalen Halpine, JALYN HALPINE. You just look me up on Facebook, and the link is in my bio. Also on TikTok is We Heart Jalen. It's in my TikTok bio. It's on all my social media platforms. So just look my name up on Google, and my online store will pop up, and anywhere else that you can find it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So if we want to find Jalen, we can find her on all social media platforms under her name. But how did you get the name We Heart Jalen?
Well, I don't know. I just came up with it, and I was like, I got a ring to it. I like it. So
So cute. That is cute. But I guess you know that, hey, you speak it into existence. And a lot of people do. We Heart Jalen because the stand that you're taking on tackling bullying within the schools. And I, cannot be proud as an educator to see a young person like so bold and like, look, this is my view. This is my voice. And then to say, look, my affirmations matter more than what you're saying to me. So that right there is enough. Like what is your next? Like, are you gonna do more books or
yeah. Well, I would like to do like a series, like a line of like children's books. So like my little cousin, he texted me. He was like, I like your book. Next time put a boy on it. And I was like, I got you. I was like, I'm gonna do it just for you. So I want to come out with a series of, children's book, and then I'm also working on a poetry book right now. So
oh wow. So you just a jack of all trades. You got music, you got poetry books, you got regular books. Now, have you ever thought about going into speaking, like public speaking?
I've thought about it. I don't know. I'm kind of shy, but I'm like, once I like warm up, I think I could do it. I think it'll just have to be something I would have to like practice and work on.
Okay. I think you headed the right way. I believe the sky is the limit, and I will be cheering for you on May 20th, your graduation day. So as we are coming to an end, I know it goes fast. Time flies when you're having fun, and you have a super
Mhm.
amazing senior from Oklahoma. So what would you tell anybody who is afraid? Because you did mention you was afraid to tell your teachers, and I feel kind of sad because I know there are some scholars that are like, I don't want to tell, I don't want to snitch, I don't want to do anything. What would you tell somebody? Like if you had it all to do over again, what would you do different?
Um, I probably would have like reached out for help sooner. I would have let someone know, like my mom, or I would have let a teacher know. I think it's just important to just speak up about how you feel. I'm real adamant on not keeping things in now that I'm older. I don't like to keep things in because I feel like it affects you more when you just keep everything in, you just ball it all up and never tell anybody. So I think that if you're feeling a certain way, it's important to let someone know, like someone that you trust. Don't Not a stranger, but someone that you trust and you feel comfortable talking to. Just let them know, like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. Because I feel like venting helps, even if the person, really can't do anything. I feel like venting and getting it off your chest kind of helps you feel more at peace with it. Well, me personally, I feel like that. So that's what I would tell.
And you're very correct. And I love it. I love everything you said. I don't even have a final thought for anybody. Just listen to Jalen. Affirm. Don't be afraid to speak up. And if someone is bothering you, tell a safe person, not a stranger. Don't tell the stranger because we don't know how that might end up. But definitely reach out to someone that you trust, and they can possibly help you. Jalen, I totally appreciate you coming on. And any way that we can support you here at A Better Chance for Youth television show, we will. We will make sure that you get a copy of this too. And also you can share it on your platforms. So it has been another amazing week meeting a new friend in Tulsa, Oklahoma, y'all. Support her. Find her on all social media platforms. And also get a copy of the book. We have to help our young people. If we don't, who will? So it's been another amazing day. And with my new friend, Jalen. Thank you, Jalen, for coming on. And we will see you next week. Thank you.
Looking for fun, laughter, and the best show on television that supports historically Black colleges and universities? Well, look no further. The HBCU Alumni House Party has got you covered. Hosted by none other than Anthony Brown. The HBCU Alumni House Party uplifts, talks about, and reports all things HBCU. Great guests, great subject matter, and lots of fun. You can find the HBCU Alumni House Party on the Daily Gospel Network at 6:30 p.m. on Sundays, the Daily Gospel Network International Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and the Daily Gospel Network Plus at 4:30 p.m. on Thursdays, all on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.
Looking for inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ? Look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Tune in to A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show dedicated to highlighting incredible students on their quest to change the world. Join us every week as we uplift the youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. Catch A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network.
Are you interested in attending an historically Black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically Black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically Black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
Thanks for watching A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson, the television show where we highlight incredible students in their quest to change the world. Join us each and every week as we uplift our youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. So until next time, God bless. From your friends on A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson.